morning. You know, ever since Marco Polo returned from Europe with tales of exotic China, its vast population, its huge wealth, foreigners have had a dream about China, a dream that won't go away. And that dream is becoming more vivid now that China is moving into its third stage of development. Modern China is moving into its third stage of development. The first phase was 1978 until the Tiananmen Square massacre in 1989. And in that, China took these baby steps towards capitalism, like it let collective farmers choose which crops to plant. The second phase was post-Tiananmen Square until the global financial crisis. And in that, China moved step by step by step to modernize its economy. In that, China attracted foreign investors, learned from them. It grew into the world's second biggest economy. China was living the dream, factory to the world. The funny thing, though, was that it wasn't the West's dream. No, because the West's dream was to sell 1 billion of everything to China. Just one American fur pelt, one bolt of British cotton, one iPhone to every Chinese. What riches to be had. This is the foreigner's dream of China. But that wasn't the dream that happened. But never mind, because foreign companies made good money selling those made-in-China goods back to their home country. So, even though it wasn't the dream that foreigners had, by and large, the wishes of the West coincided with the desires of China. You know, there's this Chinese saying, sometimes a husband and wife are sleeping in the same bed, but they're dreaming different dreams. Well, now, modern China is moving into its third stage of development. And it's a time in which China is, paradoxically, connected much more closely to the rest of the world. But it doesn't need the rest of the world as much as it once did. In 2008, the Communist Party in Beijing watched with alarm, as all of us did, as the West triggered the global financial crisis. When people around the world stopped buying because their incomes fell, more than 20 million Chinese people lost their jobs. Beijing decided that being factory to the world was not good enough. So China's changing direction in this third phase of development. Cities around China have raised wages by double digits since 2008. Beijing is trying to foster innovation, so it has subsidies for electric cars, biomedical research, green energy. China wants its people to go beyond factory work to white-collar work. And why not? The children of China's peasants have already learned from foreign companies how to make cars and computers. They staff research and development centers. They can build their own airplanes. Beijing wants its people to invent things again. Just like in the past, Chinese invented gunpowder and the compass. Beijing wants Chinese to earn more, to spend more, and those rising incomes should, just as in the past, keep Chinese happy enough to keep the Communist Party in power. So, the US military has pivoted to Asia Pacific because companies changed the way they made your shirt and your iPhone. Globalization has had the strangest effects. It really has. It's brought China so much closer to the rest of the world. But in China's next stage of development, it's choosing its own path. It's choosing what makes sense for its 1.3 billion citizens. Why wouldn't it? And now is the time for all of us to pay attention to China's dream for itself, because that's the dream most likely to come true. Thank you.